In this sequence, we'll be moving through sun salutations. This is a really cut. In this sequence, we will be moving through sun salutations. This is a heating practice. It takes some core strengths. Cut. Come on to a standing position. In this sequence, we'll be moving through sun salutations. This is a real heating practice. I find it involves strength throughout my body, arms, legs, core, everything. Do the best you can. I'll offer modifications as we move through this heating practice. There's a quote by Nelson Mandela. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. So just move through the practice as best you can, finding your edge. Try to stay with it, maybe moving a little past your edge without overdoing it. Come to the front of your mat, feet hip distance apart. Take a nice deep inhale, reaching your arms up over your head. Bend your knees slightly. Keep your spine straight as you fold forward. Inhaling, come halfway up, nice flat back. Hands just land on your legs wherever they land. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms up over your head. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Inhale, arms up. Bend your knees slightly. Exhale, fold. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, fold. You can continue to do this if you're already getting a nice benefit out of it. Inhale up to standing. I call these half sun salutations. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. It's a nice forward fold. You can engage your core as you fold forward and come up. And we'll begin the sun salutations now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, engage your core to come halfway up. Nice flat back, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Place both hands on the mat. Spread your fingers wide. And step one foot back and then the other, coming into plank pose. You can have knees on or off the mat. If your knees are on the mat, have a straight line between your shoulders, hips, and knees. If you lift your knees, engage your core, straight line between your shoulders, hips, and heels. Keep your elbows close to your rib cage and slowly lower down to the mat. Place the tops of the feet on the mat. Have your hands just resting light on the mat, elbows back, and press your belly into the mat as you lift your chest forward and up. Remember, light hands. Keep the tops of the feet on the mat. Breathe here. Press your hands into the mat. Tuck your toes. Lift your whole body up through plank pose. And now lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Start with your knees bent. Have a nice straight line between your wrists, shoulders, and hips. Think of lifting your hips up and back. Take the weight out of your hands. And maybe think then of straightening one leg and then the other, maybe both. Bend your knees and walk your feet forward to your hands. As you exhale, fold. Inhaling, come halfway up. As you exhale, fold. Engage your core as you inhale. Use your core to lift all the way up to standing, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. That was one sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. We'll do Surya Namaskar B. It's similar with a few variations. Place your hands on your hips and bend your knees. Send your hips back, but sit up nice and tall. Maybe sit more deeply. Breathe here. Inhale, arms up over your head. As you exhale, fold forward. Let your hips come up. Inhaling, come halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Place both hands on the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Come back to plank pose. Knees on or off the mat. Just think of that straight line. Breathe here. Engage your core. Soften your shoulders. Slowly lower down to the mat. Tops of feet come on the mat. Send your chest forward and up. Hands are just resting light on the mat. Elbows back. Tops of the feet on the mat. Soften your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Pressing your hands into the mat. Use your core to lift your whole body straight up. And hips up and back to downward facing dog. Think of a lengthening your spine. Wrists are just light on the mat. You're supporting your body with your spine, your back, your core. And now bend your right knee and step your right foot forward between your hands. Look straight ahead. Inhaling, reach your arms up. Maybe deepen the lunge. Option to straighten the left leg. Notice any heat building, the sun. From the sun salutation. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat. And step your right foot back beside your left. Knees on or off the mat. In plank pose. Do what you can, offering yourself adjustments. Slowly lower down to the mat. Tops of the feet on the mat, chest forward and up. In Bhujangasana. Cobra. Notice your breath. Slowly lower down, tuck your toes, pressing your hands into the mat. Lift your whole body up through plank pose, hips up and back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend your left knee and step your left foot forward between your hands. Inhale, arms up. Keep your hips parallel to the front of the mat. Maybe deepen the lunge. Maybe straighten the back leg. Just pause here and breathe. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat. Step your left foot back beside the right. Knees can be on or off the mat. Keep your elbows close to your rib cage. Soft shoulders, strong core, and slowly lower down to the mat. Tops of feet on the mat. Chest forward and up. In Cobra. Bhujangasana. Open your chest forward, shoulders back. Slowly lower down, tuck your toes. If you would like more engagement, lift your knees up off the mat first. And use your core to lift up through plank pose and slowly up and back to downward facing dog. Strong core, relax your shoulders. Knees can stay bent the whole time, or you can straighten them. Heels may or may not touch the mat, don't worry about it. Bend your knees, look past your hands, and walk your feet forward to your hands. Fold forward and breathe. Inhaling, come halfway up, nice flat back. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Just adjust your feet again so they're parallel with each other, hip distance apart. We'll come back to Surya Namaskar A, the first one we did. Inhale, arms up. Bend your knees slightly, just hinge at the hips, lead with your chest. On your next exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, come halfway up. And breathe. Exhale, fold, bending your knees if you need to, shoulders back. Place both hands on the mat and step back to plank pose. Any version that's right for you. Knees on the mat, elbows in, or knees off the mat. Keep your elbows in, slowly lower down to the mat. Place the tops of the feet on the mat, send your chest forward and up. Open your chest wide. Take a slightly deeper inhale, and exhale, release. Tuck your toes, press your hands into the mat, and lift your whole body up through plank pose, and hips up and back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Relax your shoulders, your elbows, but strong arms, strong core. Knees can be bent. Lift your hips up and back, away from your hands. Maybe straightening your legs. Pause here. Bend your knees and walk your feet forward to your hands. Bend your knees as much as you need to draw your shoulders back. Inhale halfway up in Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. We'll do a couple of half sun salutations to cool down. Slowly inhale, reaching your arms up over your head. Knees are soft. As you exhale, just bend at the hips, lead with the chest to fold. Inhaling, come halfway up. Breathe here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. We'll do this one more time. Slowly inhale, arms up. Softly exhale as you fold forward. Inhaling, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together. Release your hands. Take a nice big inhale to reach your arms up over your head. Take a long, slow exhale to fold. Breathe here. Release. Invite your body to fold a little deeper. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms out to the side. Come all the way up to standing, arms up over your head. Exhale, slowly bring your palms together at your heart center. Release your hands. Thank you for practicing today. Namaste.